Welcome, deep divers. Today we're getting into a really powerful landmark, the Shrine of Remembrance in Melbourne, Australia.
Hmm.
Our sources give us a great overview, looking not just at its history, but its deep and evolving symbolism.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. Get ready for a journey into a place that's not just about history, but about profound, ongoing symbolism.
And I think what's really interesting here is how this deep dive will show how a physical place, a building, can actually hold a nation's memory and how that memory changes.
That's a great point. Memory isn't static, is it? So the shrine itself, where exactly are we talking about in Melbourne?
Well, it's in a really prominent spot, King's Domain, which is this lovely big park area just south of Melbourne's main business district, the CBD.
Right near the city center, then.
Exactly. And it's Melbourne's main war memorial. Definitely one of Australia's biggest and most important ones.
And it started for World War One.
That's right. It opened back in 1934, originally focused on Victorians who served in the First World War, but its role has really grown since then.
Yeah.
Now, it commemorates all Australians involved in war, and importantly, in peacekeeping operations too.
So it's adapted over time. What about the building itself? It looks grand.
It really does. It's got this very strong classical architectural style.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, it drew inspiration from places like the Tomb of Mausolus at Halicarnassus and, even the Parthenon in Athens. Ancient wonder.
You can see that influence. So moving inside, what are the key features? What makes it so resonant?
Well, the heart of it, I'd say, is the sanctuary. It's this central, quite solemn space,
Yeah.
and it holds the stone of remembrance.
Okay.
And this is where it gets really interesting, quite unique, actually. There's this moment every year at exactly 11:60 a.m. on November 11th, Remembrance Day,
Right, a key date.
a very key date. A single ray of sunlight comes through this opening in the roof, and it hits one specific word engraved on the stone:
Which word?
love.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an incredibly deliberate and powerful piece of symbolism. It shifts the focus, doesn't it? Beyond just conflict to something more fundamental.
That's quite profound. And I imagine that symbolic weight carries through other parts of the memorial.
Absolutely. Downstairs, in the crypt, there's a bronze statue that's quite moving. It
Yeah.
shows a father and son representing two generations of service members.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also find regimental colors, military insignia, that sort of thing. But it's not all just static displays.
Oh,
No, the galleries of remembrance, they were added more recently, opened in 2014. They're much more interactive.
okay. So more modern museum style.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of personal stories, over 800 artifacts. It gives you a much more tangible connection to Australian military history, to the people involved.
And the big ceremonies like Anzac Day, where do they happen?
That's mainly out on the forecourt. It's this large paved area at the front, really designed as the main stage for those major public events. Anzac Day, Remembrance Day services. It handles huge crowds.
So the whole site, inside and out, is part of the experience.
Definitely. The shrine itself is set within these beautiful gardens, the Shrine Reserve. There's also the Remembrance Garden, which specifically honors service in conflicts after World War II.
Peaceful surroundings.
Very much so. And you'll also see the eternal flame burning out in the forecourt. Another powerful symbol representing eternal life, remembrance.
It sounds like a place designed for quiet contemplation. Is it easy for people to visit?
Yeah, very accessible. Admission is free, and it's open almost every day, just closed on Christmas Day and Good Friday. They offer guided tours, too, if you want a deeper understanding.
So really set up for education and personal reflection as much as formal commemoration.
Exactly.
So thinking about our sources, what does this all mean for you? It's clearly so much more than just an impressive building.
Well, I think what really stands out is how the shrine shows a nation kind of talking to itself about its past. It's not just freezing history in place. It's actively reinterpreting it, finding ways to make ideas like sacrifice and peace meaningful for new generations, maybe in ways the original designers in the 1930s didn't even fully anticipate.
That's fascinating. It really highlights how these places, these memorials like the Shrine of Remembrance, they blend this ancient, almost timeless inspiration with very living, evolving symbolism. They're not just markers of the past.
No, they're dynamic spaces.
Yeah, adapting to honor history while also pushing us to think about the future. So maybe the thought to leave you with is, what stands out to you about how a memorial like this manages to connect different generations through such enduring yet adaptable symbolism?